Welcome in, everybody, to the PHNX Suns Postgame Show. I'm Lindsay. That's Saul. That's Flex. That's Gerald.
Did you think it was still pregame?
I wasn't sure what it was, to be honest with you.
Halftime show.
It's a show, and we're all here, and we got good vibes, and we get the sexy sacks because the Phoenix Suns took down the Los Angeles Lakers on TNT, 127-109.
About time. Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, sir. The whole crew finally showing up, hitting some threes. You gotta love it. And it's time for the sexy sacks. Here we go. It's been a while. It has been.
Honestly,
I can't remember the last
studio for sexy sacks in months.
Yeah.
It feels like it's been like 3 weeks for me.
It's been like, it's been like what? Realistically, like 5 days?
She doesn't want to give you
For you guys,
Virtual.
It was Friday.
Yeah, I haven't been around for a sexy sacks in months.
That's well, because we had a super long
'cause the home
homestand,
games,
and then you
yeah.
were stuck inside the house.
Yeah.
So. Welcome, Gerald.
This is exciting.
What a time to be alive.
I know.
What a time to be alive. We're feeling good because the Suns actually put together a really good outing tonight, you guys. They started off hot in this one, kept it going through majority of the game. Sure, there was that little tiny lull there in the fourth quarter, but we won't talk about that one for right now.
Mhm.
I think we got to talk about Bradley Beal.
Yes.
This is the first game we've gotten of Bradley Beal where it was like, all right, Bradley Beal showed up and came to play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel validated.
Yes.
I've been saying since the start, like there's going to be a game where Bradley Beal is just going to be cooking and you're going to notice it. And what's ironic is both Book and him were cooking in this game at different points. And it was just, man, that third quarter was something special, man. It really was.
Ooh, baby. Friendly reminder, Bradley Emmanuel Beal Sr. Very good at basketball. Very good at basketball. This guy, this is what we've been waiting for. It took some time.
Mm-hmm.
But this was a nice reminder of how good this guy is. This guy is one of the best scorers in the entire NBA. And it felt good to see him after everything he's been through, the back, the ankle, all the ups and downs, for him to have that moment on TNT in LA in prime time. That's really cool for him. So way to go, Emmanuel. Love you, my guy.
It was great to watch, especially because I know we've gotten tired of beating the same dead horse about needing to see these guys out on the court together. But tonight was a good example of Book had it going in the first half. You try to take that away. Guess what? Beal's going to come at you with, pick and rolls with Kevin Durant. You can't stop that. It goes back to what they said before the season started about the whole you can't guard us all at once. As they continue to build reps, we're going to hopefully see more and more performances like this. And now that the dude is shaking off the rust, like you could see with the step backs, with the 3-point shots that he was hitting, like he is a really tough cover. And it's crazy that some people were saying we should bring him off the bench or comparing him to Austin Reeves before the season started.
He
like,
put
I'm
Austin
sorry.
Reeves on skates.
Yes.
tonight.
They cooked that boy so bad he left the arena with a tan by the time it was done.
How long have you been sitting on that one, Gerald? How long have you been sitting on that one, Gerald?
They also, like from the start, they threw a couple wrinkles at the Lakers that they hadn't done before.
Yeah.
At least not to my recollection. And then I did notice in the second half or in the third quarter, they pitted KD and Booker in the corners at the top of the key, and then they would flash Beal across the middle. And oh my God, all the room. Like he just caught the ball. There was one where Anthony Davis, I swear, he could have just reached up and touched the net. That's how far back he was. And Beal's just looking at him at the free throw line, like, okay, bucket. Like
practice job.
For sure. And then it's funny, we were talking about him going at Austin Reeves. when Anthony Davis tried to match up with him, he was like, yeah, I'm going to cook your ass too.
Yeah.
And he got him a couple times, man. Like, I love it. And that was the aggressiveness. If you had been in this office, if you had been in this studio and watched the game with us, in the second quarter, Flex and I were losing our minds because, like, Brad, why are you passing?
Yeah.
Take it to the rim.
Yeah.
And because he kept trying to defer and defer and defer. And it was like, finally, like, bro, ball. And then he did. And it was lights out after that.
Well, and that's a good way to get to the line, too. It's a good way to create physicality as well. We saw with Bradley Beal, a little bit with Nurk here and there. I mean, his was more up and down than Brad's was, but it's like, make AD work.
Yeah.
Make those guys like test them. Push them to the limit a little bit. See if you can get them in foul trouble. If you use your fouls, who cares?
Yeah.
You got them.
You know what? This was the first game all year that I saw them pigeon hunting the whole game. The whole game. Whether it was Reeves, whether it was D'Lo, whether it was what's the young kid's name? I got just lost train of thought.
Max Christie.
Max Christie. They were pigeon hunting the whole game, and when you got three guys that dynamic, that's kind of what you want to try to do every night. You want to try to find that mismatch and beat the hell out of it. And they stuck to the plan, and it's just a nice, refreshing sign that when this team is locked in and they're healthy and they get some things going, they can be tough, man. This team can be tough.
Funnest game of the year?
Absolutely.
It's up there for sure.
I mean, Miami's game was pretty fun, too.
That was
I
a
did
good
enjoy that
one.
one.
The Knicks one was a fun one.
But we didn't have the whole big three in
That's
that
true.
one. So I think
true.
this one's the funnest one. And then here's a nice little tidbit to take from this. I know Drew got sick, but to have this performance on technically the healthiest night of the year, this was supposed to be the first game that we haven't had anyone on the injured report. This is a nice way to start that little, that little bit of momentum as far as being healthy and then to have that performance.
Also, we had a J.O. dunk.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Don't even get me started.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy. And that was a big play in the game. Like, that really shifted the game.
We talked about being a dog, right?
Yeah,
And
being a
it was
dog.
like that kind of like reinvigorated everybody. It was just like, yeah, let's go at these dudes.
Yeah. Shout out to Josh Okogie for that one, man. That was fun. And I always love anytime we can give Josh Okogie some love.
He plays
Especially
hard.
when it comes to scoring points.
That was the dunk of the season so far for the Suns.
Oh, no doubt.
Struggling to think of a
And
better
on
one.
Jackson Hayes, right?
Right, like you
Which
couldn't
I
have
love.
picked a better person to
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
yam on. Like,
Yeah.
not mad at that one. All right, guys, I think it's time to give out a few flowers. We're going to start with our big, bright, shiny star. And I don't know about you, but it's no surprise here. This one goes to Bradley Beal, of course.
Bright shining star.
Look at
He
that guy.
Look at that pose.
Look at that
He looks like
guy.
a Roman conqueror.
Yeah, he does, right? He does. Like, build the statue right now.
And one wasn't built in a day, but Bradley Beal was.
37 points tonight, 6 rebounds, 8 of 10 from deep. He entered that third quarter with just 11 points, then got himself 20 in that quarter. That's what really took off for the Suns. That third quarter looked really good for them. But 8 of 10 for Bradley Beal. It's a season high, of course, for him. This is a good game. We've been waiting for Bradley Beal to pop off.
We've been waiting for Bradley Beal to pop off. We've been waiting for the Suns to shoot threes, and we'll get into that in the next segment. But it was great to see him not hesitate from three. Even one possession, he missed the three. They got the offensive rebound, kicked it right back to him. Yeah. Splash. He was just uber aggressive, and you need to see that from Bradley Beal. A passive Bradley Beal does you nothing.
That's right.
It does you nothing. He's just another role player. He's no better than Grayson Allen, but a healthy and really focused Bradley Beal that wants to attack is just as good as Devin Booker. And that's what you need. You need 3 dogs out there. You can't have one of them be passive. They all have to be aggressive. KD, to me, a little bit, just kind of took a back seat and let those two dudes cook. And good players, when they know they're maybe just a little bit off compared to the other dudes, they'll defer, and that's fine. There's a difference, though, between deferring and being passive.
Yes.
When you defer, you just are acknowledging somebody else is hot. They're on a heater. Keep feeding the heat. But when you are passive, that's what hurts because you're passing up opportunities that could actually help your team, like Bradley Beal was doing in the second quarter. But then you change it to the third quarter, and you see the dynamic difference there.
You see, so, with time, we haven't had much time with the big three. With time, you start to see some things fall into place. And one of the things that I was interested in looking at was there has to be a pecking order to an extent if you want to utilize this big three the right way. And tonight looked like the blueprint for how this is supposed to work. Devin Booker is the guy that makes his team go. And he came out today and showed people why he's Devin Booker. He set the tone. Of all the people in the big three, the guy that I think needs to be second is Bradley Beal, because Kevin is so good at scoring and doing other things with limited opportunities. This guy, again, I've said this multiple times, Kevin for his career only takes like 17 shots. So if there's one guy that can be that third guy and you can rely on him to get 20, 25, 30, it's Kevin Durant. So tonight looked like a little bit of a blueprint. Book, you set the tone. Brad, you be a killer and be aggressive. And then Kevin's going to pick his spots, and he'll be the best player in the world at picking that spot as a number three. So, I mean, I don't want to call anybody a 1, 2, 3, but that pecking order feels good.
Again, I when we look at this game, I think this is a carbon copy of what you're going to expect to see moving forward.
Yes.
I don't necessarily think it's always going to be Book that sets the tone, because it's going to be who feels good and who's playing well in that first quarter. That's good. They're going to start to, like, everybody's going to get a fair shot to start like the first 6 minutes. And then after that, they're going to kind of feel it out, right?
Yeah.
And that's what happened in this game. They kind of felt it out, and they realized, man, keep giving it to Book because he's cooking right now.
Yeah.
And he was murdering those dudes. And then after a little while, Bradley Beal started warming up, and then they slowly started shifting over to him. And KD just kind of fit in and filled in whatever he needed to. He didn't have to play uber aggressive. He didn't have to do anything more than he should. And he played a really good game, in my opinion, because he didn't force anything. He never does. That's what makes it so great.
That's why I'm saying he can be that third guy and make it look really easy, because he never forces anything.
The beauty of this is that I think all of them are interchangeable in every role. 1, 2, 3, whatever you want to call it, however you want to divvy it up.
They are.
Like, at any given moment, Bradley Beal could take a back seat to KD and Book.
Absolutely.
Book could take a back seat to KD and Beal, and KD can take a back seat to Book and Beal. Like, that's what makes this so exciting and so fun, and potentially so dangerous as well, because on any given night, you have 3 options who can do incredible things for your team.
Yeah. That's why this game was so encouraging to me, was that it felt like guys settling into their roles, and they didn't need Kevin Durant to do as much as they've needed him to do early in the season, because rest assured there will be games where Book and or Beal are off and they need Durant to do the heavy lifting. We've seen it even recently where he's gone off and the other 2 guys just weren't there. But tonight, like, Book, I know for him it's been an adjustment, like the minutes that he was playing in first quarters, coming back from that ankle sprain, adjusting to coming out earlier than he was used to when he would play the full first quarter. They've gone back to him playing full first quarters, and he looks a lot more comfortable doing that. And we saw first quarter Book assassin tonight. And then when they adjusted to that, started sending doubles, top locking him, all that stuff we've seen, they readjusted. They used Bradley Beal as a screener. They got Kevin Durant on the ball. They had other guys initiate the offense. And this is the type of game, which is why I haven't been fully on the train of, like, the Suns need a starting point guard. They could use a backup point guard, but you have enough playmaking and offensive initiation with those 3. We just haven't seen them build it yet. And tonight was kind of that first step in that direction where you saw multiple guys initiating, and it was really fun to watch.
Yeah, again, I'm seeing some stuff in the chat, and it is what it is. Lindsay, you're right. They're all interchangeable. For my opinion, you know, when you want to kind of get Devin back into that assassin mode, and tonight he did that. Tonight he came out and said, you know what? I'm not worrying about setting nobody up. I'm going to come out here and be Devin Booker. And I think that opens things up. And then when Brad says, okay, it's my turn, and I'm able to do that, it just opens the game up, and it makes him unguardable. And I wonder sometimes, like, you know, if it's Kevin that goes out there and he's uber aggressive at the beginning, Kevin's so good. Like, he is the best in the world at this. Kevin can get you 25, 30, and you don't even realize he's on the court. I don't know if Book and Beal are like that.
Right.
Book and Beal, if they don't come out right from the beginning and get going, sometimes you can look at a game and be like, okay, where are they? What are they doing? And then when they try to get going, maybe it's the wrong part of the game. So for my preference, I like Brad and Book to come out, uber aggressive. And then KD would kind of work his way into a game because he's the best in the world. One of the best I've ever seen at being able to just impact the game without forcing anything.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Devin did have a fantastic first half. He finished with 31 points tonight, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Like, don't get me wrong. At one point in time in this game, we were like, do we need to give Book and Beal both a big, bright, shiny star? Obviously, the right choice was Bradley Beal, but Devin ain't no scrub. That's for sure. That's for certain.
No, because we wouldn't want him anyway.
What?
Because we don't want no scrub.
You don't want no scrub.
We don't want no scrub.
Yeah, TLC.
That's a TLC
baby.
reference. Okay?
TLC.
For you youngins out there, okay?
No, I got it.
I was, the chat's probably like, did you call Booker a scrub? No, that's not what.
No, Book's not a scrub. He had 2 threes tonight as well, in addition to Bradley Beal's 8. KD also had 2. If you missed the pregame show, there was
sick would you be if you did do that bet?
I would be so pissed right now.
Gosh,
So in the pregame show, I picked my bet for the night on the BetMGM Sportsbook app, and they had a pre-made same game parlay, which was the over of 238.5, and then 2 threes for all of the big 3. So Book, KD, and Beal to knock down 2 threes. Well, I chose to modify it to just 1 3 for each of them because I wasn't feeling too sure about it. Lo and behold, all 3 of them had at least 2 threes, but we didn't hit the over, so we would have lost anyway.
236.
Didn't even matter. Didn't even matter. Did any of you guys hit your bets today?
I did not.
I just missed. I mean, I hit everything except Kevin Durant's 25, and I'm happy. I'm happy to take this L.
Yeah,
I'm happy to take this.
I
L.
was 2 or 3 points away from mine. The only person who won tonight was freaking Espo.
Oh man,
Go figure.
What was
even
playing
odds.
Russian roulette. He just picked
even.
the even
The
score.
The final score would be even.
Yeah.
he flipped a coin.
Plus
Flip the
100.
coin.
Plus 100. So
You are a basketball savant,
Outrageous.
Mr. Greg Esposito.
So
with
that means
pick.
the leaderboard is now Espo at 108.50. Saul has $51. I have $16.58 in flex.
Hit that red.
You are minus 98.27. Ooh, about to be triple digits for you, and I'm about to hit in the red. So we got to turn this ship around. If you guys got any tips, send them our way. And also, if you have not signed up for the BetMGM Sportsbook, what are you doing? I mean, honestly, right now is the best time to sign up because they quite literally just want to give you free money. So if you use the bonus code PHNX when you sign up, all you have to do is place your first BetMGM Sportsbook wager through the BetMGM Sportsbook mobile app of at least $5, and you're going to receive $158 instantly in additional winnings, regardless of your wager's outcome. Again, that code is PHNX. Literally, they just want to give you $158 in additional winnings. So check out the show notes for full details, and now you can listen to Shane talk about the disclaimer.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Colorado, D.C., Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, New Jersey, Nevada, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 Massachusetts. 21 plus to wager. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF Iowa. 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help Michigan. 1-800-981-0023 Puerto Rico in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. U.S. promotional offers not available in D.C., New York, or Ontario.
And of course, if you guys have not checked out our friends over at Four Peaks, their new beer this year, you're missing out. It is the Bad Birdie Juicy Golden Ale. It's a collab between Four Peaks and Bad Birdie. It is super drinkable and the perfect companion at the tea box or in your fridge. So give Four Peaks a follow on social at Four Peaks Brew or at Four Peaks Pub to keep up with the latest at Arizona's hometown brewery. You can also visit fourpeaks.com/locator to find all your favorite beers and events. You must be 21 or older to drink Four Peaks, and we ask that you please drink responsibly.
I hit a nerve earlier, apparently, but
Why?
a
What
couple of you
happened?
guys said, don't go chasing waterfalls. Just stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
Yeah.
And then somebody said Reeves was sitting in the passenger side of his best friend's ride.
Damn.
Clever. That was Eric.
That's great.
There you go.
Nate
There
Dunn,
you
I
go.
see you, bro.
I love it.
I love it.
Chat's killing it tonight.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers from tonight's game. We've talked about the three-point shooting. Let's dive right on in. They are presented by Desert Financial Credit Union, Arizona's #1 credit union, named by Forbes.
Yeah, so the Suns get a 127-109 victory. They shoot 36% from 3 points tonight. The big number is 39. They almost got 43 points up, three-point shots up, and that's That's where I want them to be, somewhere, when they shooting 23s, I don't think that's enough. So 14 for 39. The Lakers shoot 13 for 34, 38%. The Suns are basically 49% from the field today. Lakers shoot 50%. Big number here, turnovers. The Suns limited to 12 turnovers. They got 28 points off turnovers tonight. Lakers with 17 turnovers and 18 points off turnovers. So the Suns took advantage of the turnovers, kept their turnovers much lower than usual. I don't mind that number, 12. You like it to be maybe 10, 9, but that's wishful thinking. Much better than the 17 and 18 that we've been seeing, in past.
The percentage was also solid until Mr. Eric Gordon want to see it rain? Let it rain.
Let it rain.
I don't think he passed not one time that entire fourth
No.
quarter. It was kind of funny after a little while.
It was.
As long as they weren't coming back, I was like, all right, this is kind of hilarious.
I'm going to shoot myself out this slump if it kills me the entire team.
Man. I've never heard the rim hit so hard before. It's like, boom.
It was 1 of 9 tonight.
It was like artillery
And then when he
shells.
decided, when he finally said, maybe I should try to
the rim.
take it to the rack.
Hey, dude, it was funny because the Lakers were like, oh, okay, we know it's coming. So they just timed it and were like, ah. I was like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, old man EG struggled tonight.
That was cracking me up because people were yelling about, oh, here comes the fourth quarter. We need a point guard. And I'm like, Eric Gordon has missed like 8 shots. I don't know what point guard is going to fix that.
Right.
Like he's trying his
Steve
damn
Nash
best.
couldn't make him make a shot tonight.
my
Or Chris
goodness
Paul.
That was just a rough night.
But I
So
mean,
if you eliminated at least half of his missed threes, then that percentage is starting to look even better.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
yeah.
And Grayson, who's I think second or third in the league in 3-point percentage, was 1 for 6, 2 for 8 overall. Like that's with 2 of your designated snipers on the team combining 4 for 19 tonight. Like that's why this win is so encouraging to me.
Absolutely.
Phoenix Valley changes. Can you see that? Can you pull that up real quickie? Phoenix Valley changes. Right there is Champs. I'm sorry, I thought it was Champs. Yeah, you know what? He dropped
read the comment. Read the comment.
Yeah, so Chris Haynes said we're looking for an athletic wing. Is this true, Flex? Yes. I can confirm. And we've talked about it here together at PHNX. Everything I'm hearing is they're looking at an athletic wing. So I can confirm that what he's saying is similar to what I'm hearing. So look, keep calm. Suns are doing some things behind the scenes.
In terms of the numbers, though, like I really thought that overall the Suns just played one of their better games. They didn't have those stupid turnovers like we really wanted them to throttle back on. They had 1 or 2 kind of passes that they forced, but other than that, I was really happy with how they took care of the ball, how they moved the ball too.
Yeah,
we saw a couple possessions where it got a little stagnant, but for the most part, they kind of snapped themselves out of those. And got the ball moving again. And I just really thought this is one of their better performances on the offensive side. Second half defense was solid. I mean, the Lakers only had like 64 points going into the fourth quarter or something like that. So I was really happy overall. The shocking stat of the night, and Flex brought this up, the Lakers, almost every single one of their field goals was off an assist. They had 32 assists on their 39 field goals. That's insane.
That's insane.
You never see that.
Never seen that. And if you never see that, and especially in a blowout loss, like that's first time I've seen that.
Yeah. The defense tonight was encouraging. Like we saw the points off turnovers. We saw KD 3 steals, Book 3 steals, Bol Bol 2 steals. Like they were getting in the passing lanes, and KD did a phenomenal job guarding LeBron James tonight. Like,
terrific.
They turned him into a passer, and he still got 9 assists, but only 10 points on 3 of 11 shooting, and a lot of that was with KD making his life hell. So Durant, I think Rachel Nichols tweeted it out that before the game, KD had gone up to Book and said, "Don't worry about getting me involved tonight. I'll get myself involved." And it felt like he went into this game with a defensive focus. And we don't want him to do that every night. We need Kevin Durant to score the ball, obviously. But just the willingness to kind of get these other guys going a little bit and do what needs to be done defensively to set a tone there. That's really awesome to see from one of your leaders, for sure.
Yeah, and that sets the whole tone for the game, too. And that makes, if I'm Book and I'm Beal and KD comes to me and says that, and his assignment is LeBron James, I'm like, okay, I can't let him down then.
Yo.
Yeah.
If that's the task he's gonna take on,
Yeah.
then I gotta do my part here, and I gotta make up for what he inevitably is going to be giving up offensively.
Also, in addition
That
to
is
that,
interesting.
like we talked about, how is this big three going to work? And at times, each one of them is going to have to sacrifice a little bit
Yeah.
in order for the greater good. You know, KD did it tonight. There's going to be other times where Book or Beal are going to have to do it as well.
Yeah.
And what KD just did tonight was kind of show a little bit of leadership. Like, hey, don't worry about me. Focus on what you got to do.
Yeah.
Everything else will take care of itself. And by doing that, he's leading by example and showing these other guys like, hey, so when you know the moment calls for you to sacrifice, don't shy away from that.
That's
Just
right.
just embrace it. We're gonna get you. Let's win these games. And I think that's the beauty of those three if they figure that out for sure.
And you know, I didn't know that. I didn't know that she tweeted that out. That is super enlightening, because now it makes sense why Devin came out so aggressive, right?
Mhm.
And it also shows the impact and respect that Kevin Durant has. Like, he's got to go to Devin and say, "Don't worry about me tonight," which to me sounds like Devin and Brad worry about getting KD the ball, right? And so that's very enlightening, and it kind of it showed why they played the way they played. And then Kevin is just great for doing that, because that's LeBron damn James over there. So for him to do that, that's incredible. And to Saul's point, now you set the tone for everybody else to do that when it's their turn.
Well, yeah, because you saw it in the second quarter, and I do think that can be an issue, because I do think at times they defer to KD because he's the GOAT. He's like one of the greatest shooters of all time. Like, he's got this aura about him, and everybody respects him. They love him. They want to make sure that he's everything's copacetic with him, right?
Yeah.
And you saw it in the second quarter where Bradley Beal had opportunities, but he kept deferring immediately to Kevin Durant on like 4 or 5 possessions.
Yeah.
And we were all like, stop.
Yeah.
Like, you got to stop, because they're playing KD. You have the advantage. Once he figured that out, it was over.
Correct.
And so I think Bradley Beal's going to look at this tape and learn something about himself as well. Like, yes, I'm playing with great players, but I'm also a great player, and I can rise up and help this team just as much as anybody else here. So as long as I have that mentality, go do that. I think the problem has been, because he's been injured, there's also a little bit of confidence that needs to be, installed back into him. You can play good, but Bradley Beal wants to play great, and it's going to take some time to get to that greatness. Tonight, he showed you exactly what that's going to look like.
I mean, I was going to say, if there was a game where things really turned for him, it's this game, 100%.
Yeah, and it's cool to see, because each person did something outside their comfort zone or sacrifice in some way tonight. KD, we just talked about, saying, "Don't worry about getting me involved. I'm going to defend." Yada yada yada. Devin Booker getting off the ball instead of being point book the entire time, playing off the ball, coming out hot, and then when he wasn't as hot and someone else was in the third, letting him work with the ball. Bradley Beal setting screens and working as a screener, and by virtue of that, getting hot himself. Like, these are guys that are used to having the ball in their hands, but they can do so much more than just that. And that's why I still have faith that this big three is going to figure it out as they continue to build.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. Don't forget to check out our friends over at Desert Financial Credit Union, who presented our numbers tonight for more than 84 years. They have been Arizona's largest, most trusted local credit union. And right now, they want to hook you guys up. So when you open a free checking account online, you're going to get $200 in bonuses. Get started by visiting desertfinancial.com/200. Take advantage of it, guys. Don't leave $200 on the table. Like, who can't use $200 right now? You know what you could do with it? You could treat yourself and your whole family or your whole friends group to burritos from Burrito Express, because that is the best way to treat yourself. We know Burrito Express is a huge supporter of ASU athletics, and just Arizona sports in general. We love that for them, and they're a fun place to be around. And of course, the food is delightful. So grab a burrito and follow Burrito Express on Twitter at BurritoEXP. They do a lot of ticket giveaways as well on their Twitter, so they're a good follow. So check them out.
Love the burritos.
Are you pouting because they love ASU instead of U
I
of
have
A?
no comment on that.
I mean, listen, it is
Go
what
Devils.
it is. All right. Couple more fun things to talk about from tonight's game. Should we start with the PHNX Factor?
Yeah, let's do it.
We're going to name our X Factor of the game. It is the one and only Emma Stone.
Let's go.
If there was a single reason why the Suns played the way they did tonight, it was definitely her attendance at the game.
They were in La La Land, but the Lakers played super bad, and the curse is lifted now. So it's an easy A for Emma Stone.
Yeah. I mean, if
Gerald.
Listen,
Come on, give me
How
some.
many movie references was that, Flex?
I don't
It
know.
was
You
3?
didn't even realize
Was
it
it 3 or 4? Was it 3 or
know.
4?
It was 4.
I think it was
Which one's
4.
the one I
four.
missed? Super
The-
Bad,
the
La La
third
Land,
one.
Easy A. What's the fourth one?
The
third
curse.
one. The curse.
The Curse.
Yeah.
I've never seen that one.
Only one
show.
I know is
Yeah.
super bad. I'm serious.
I believe
But
that.
shout out to Emma Stone
Poor
because
things.
if she's gonna come to games and you're gonna get 88 points from the big three,
Mhm.
damn it, you better be in Portland in a couple days. Better
Why
be
you
in
gotta save it
Portland.
for the big games, man. She ain't going
Big
to no damn
games?
Portland. If you can't beat Portland without Emma Stone,
No, I get that,
bro.
I told you I'm superstitious though, so yeah,
So
somebody
she
got.
just needs to be a
It's gotta
part of the
be,
travel
yeah.
squad
I mean,
now. Like,
when
you
you
do
do something when you do something like that and it works,
Mhm.
you a Suns fan, you got to sacrifice.
Well,
You
it's like,
gotta get
Emma,
out the
what are
court.
you even doing right
Emma,
now?
she got
Like,
the
are you
money. She
working on
got,
a
she
movie?
got the money to go
If
to
not,
Portland.
you have no excuse.
I mean, she's enjoying all the Oscar buzz from Poor Things that I'm going to go see
I
on
know.
Yeah, so
Saturday.
she's just chilling for right now.
Yeah, she's
So-
chilling.
Come on.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah.
Come on,
man.
Emma.
Hello.
Hop on
Come
board
back.
hop on
Eric,
board
can
the
you pull that
charter.
picture up? Emma, come back. We need to do a second round here. We need
Oh,
to go for the
yeah.
second. We got to
Look
go
at
for the
that.
second.
Look at that.
So what do you mean second
selfie.
round?
You over
Wait,
here.
Second
what?
selfie.
You
Oh,
over
man.
here
Gerald and
flexing,
his
bro.
selfie with
yeah.
Emma Stone trying to flex on all of
Let's
us.
go.
They were
He's
so
not even
mad
looking
me
at the
that night.
camera.
What do you mean?
What do you
Look at
mean?
the photo.
I'm looking at the
back up.
Look
camera.
at the photo.
Who's
Put it
not
back
looking at
up.
the camera?
He's looking to the
Yeah,
left.
he is
I'm looking at the camera.
Well,
You got a little, you got a little look
He's
to the
looking right
left.
at us.
Were
You're
you
looking over
holding the
here.
phone
Well, she's
vertical or
the
horizontal?
professional
I think it was
actor in
horizontal.
That's why.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
hold the phone horizontal, it's a little bit.
Oh, so you
Your
okay,
eyes are a little
yeah,
wonky.
yeah.
You were looking
Okay.
at yourself in the selfie, weren't you?
I don't know. What
I don't,
feel
I
like
don't
you were
think he
looking
gave
at
a damn
yourself,
what he
not
was
the
looking
camera.
blacked
at.
out for that whole.
I don't think he
portion.
gave a damn. Yeah.
That was cool though. That was cool.
Yeah,
That was
it's
a cool
dope.
moment.
Yes.
That's a nice little subtle flex right
Listen,
there.
we don't have a ton of like celebrity fans, I feel like. Emma Stone is definitely top notch as far as it goes for our celebrity fans.
She's got to be near the top of the list because we've got Emma Stone, Jonah Hill, Vanessa Hudgens,
Frankie
and
Muniz.
Lil Wayne.
Frankie Muniz. Lil
I feel
Wayne's
like-
Lil Wayne's Pelicans though.
But he comes all the
he
time to
comes all the
Suns
time.
games.
He
So
loves
we're
the
like
Suns.
we're
Yeah.
at least
Suns.
a league pass side piece for him.
But
Yeah.
but I mean, if we're gonna say who attends our games, I mean, LeBron's come to our Suns games in the playoffs.
Guy Fieri has.
Maybe he's a fan.
Guy
Listen,
Fieri's been there.
if Drake wasn't so Toronto'd out, Drake would tell you he's a Suns fan.
Drake
Oh,
has
yeah.
like 7 different teams.
Yeah,
though.
he
It's true.
does.
Basically, the whole league.
Who
And you-
doesn't
and you see
Drake
the- you
like?
see- you
Let's
see-
be honest.
You see,
Okay.
he released the OVO hoodies,
Yes.
and he only made 6 teams.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, fuck you, Flex, man. You guys
In
all
case y'all
flex. Like, he
can't
flexes
see,
Emma
Flex
Stone.
is
You flexing
wearing
the
said
OVO.
jersey, said hoodie.
he only
Oh,
picked
man.
6 teams, and I'm just letting y'all know. He just flexed on Emma Stone. I
We
gotta
got-
do a little something, man. You know what I'm
By
saying?
the way, earlier I was trying to get to it, but I said hello and then I stopped. But hello said you were too old to get those movie references.
Oh no.
Keep going there, bro. This guy's only. Yo, I want to clear this up. When's your birthday again?
September 2nd.
Okay. So what am I, like 20 days older, 14
Hey,
days older than you?
hey.
Come on. Hey, this
It's a
guy
long-
ain't no
it's-
spring
it's-
chicken,
it's
man.
been a long time in between
guy
those.
ain't no
But I
spring
knew all
chicken.
those movies.
You did. All I know is super bad. That's tough.
You also got the hint because I got that goofy grin on my face when I'm about to say something stupid.
I actually, at this point, I don't even have to hear it. I can hear it in your voice.
Yep, you can hear
I don't
it.
have to look at it. I can
All right,
hear
so
it.
I'll tell you when you did that once, though. You remember when you did the Jodeci reference?
Mhm.
Yep.
And you named like 6, 7
Mhm.
Jodeci songs?
Song.
Man, I got that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
You
I
did.
got
I didn't really get that one.
I'm feeling.
You didn't even know who Jodeci
No,
was,
I
did you?
didn't.
She did.
That breaks my heart, man.
No,
That breaks
sorry.
my heart.
Sorry about that. All right. So Emma Stone is our PHNX factor of the game, but close second,
Mhm.
Bol Bol.
Yep.
Again, 100% of the time. You guys, I'm not even being sarcastic
I'm
with
buying
this
a
one.
ticket.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm
Yes, you
not.
are.
No, I'm not. I was not entirely sold on Bol Bol at the beginning of the week.
Mhm.
I literally
Of the
said
week?
that. Yes, I said that in Gerald's like roundtable thing. But like,
But I've seen the light one game later.
all we need are this starting five and Bol Bol, and we're set, y'all.
I will say this about Bol Bol.
I love him.
We mentioned it earlier when he was playing before he got hurt, but I am starting to see the path of what he can provide to this team. There was one specific possession where he helped out on the weak side. The ball skipped around, and he was helping on the weak side, but he became the strong side because the ball whipped around. And he was in perfect defensive position. Then the ball whipped back, and he played help defense, and then he got the block. And I just thought that in a microcosm is what Bol Bol can provide you if he's locked in and he's fundamentally sound. And then on the offensive side, getting the rebounds that sometimes he gets, you're just shocked. Because it looks like he's not really in position, but his arms just keep extending and they just reach around and grab. And I really, really like what Bol Bol's been doing. I really love it.
How about the play where I want to say it was Booker Beal in the backcourt, and they saw him sprinting up court, mismatch on like D'Lo or one of the small guards. And right away, they acknowledged it. They're like, go to work, big guy. That's a lot of trust for a guy that's just getting into a groove. Bol Bol is really starting to show me something. So much so that I'm buying a ticket. I'm buying a ticket for that roller coaster.
Are you?
I'm not on it yet.
Oh, you're not on it.
But I purchased. I'm about to purchase the ticket and call my back surgeon and ask him if I can get on it. Because I'm not supposed to get on roller coasters. But no, I love what I'm seeing, man. I'm happy as hell for him, and I'm glad that he's back on the court because the ankle sprain had me a little worried, and I was worried that may throw him off a little bit. He didn't miss a beat, man. He came out there and played well.
So before you were stuck in your opinion on Bol, you were very rigid, and now you're more flexible.
I like it, yeah. You on fire tonight,
Come
bro.
on.
Come on, bro.
That's both of them in one.
Come on. This guy's on fire tonight, bro. You're on fire, G.
He wants to hate, but he knows he can't.
This is the reason why I'm up and down on the bowler coaster and the Bol train is because I want to root for Bol Bol, but I absolutely do not want these shenanigans. And hold on. I can't escape it because if it's not Gerald, it's Espo. And if it's not Espo, it's whichever one of them is tweeting from our beat account for the night. And I'm just like, it's literally everywhere.
I'm not
Gerald's been on fire all night, and he was at his peak during the game when Bol Bol threw a bullet pass, right? He caught it. He said that was a bullet pass. I'm like, whoa, this guy's on fire.
I think the first response I got was, Gerald, shut the fuck up.
These guys, they're unbelievable.
Try to take a guess who said shut the fuck up.
It wasn't me.
Yeah. It is what it is. But no, like,
I don't think I said the F word.
This grumpy old man to the left of me.
But in all seriousness, though, like in 17 minutes, 6 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 2 of 3 shooting.
Yes.
Like, that's all you need. That's all you need from Bol Bol. And like you guys said, he's playing discipline. Like defensively, he's in the right spots. He's in stance. He's got his arms out, and those arms are fucking long as hell. So that makes a difference. And then offensively, he's not trying to do a bunch of stuff with the ball. He's not trying to ISO. When he gets advantages, he's going to work. And he's just being an energy big that they need right now.
Can we give a little credit to the coaching staff because they don't they've been getting beat up all year.
Yeah.
Can we give a little credit to the coaching staff because I will say this: the Bol Bol we're seeing right now, damn sure ain't the Bol Bol we saw in preseason.
No.
Is that fair?
Oh, 1,000,000%.
That fair?
Yep.
And so you look at that and you say, behind the scenes they were putting in work with this kid. And they gave him his opportunity when he earned it. And Frank said it was in practice. Frank was like, yo, in practice, he's showing signs. He's picking up the stuff offensively and defensively. Gave him the opportunity. And so that's a good job by the coaching staff to not just give up on him, one, and to make sure that they're emphasizing what they're looking for and then give him an opportunity to show it. And so good job by that coaching staff, man. They did a good job.
Yeah, having patience with him as well, not necessarily giving up on the situation, which I'm sure we were all kind of guilty of at one point in time or the other.
Hell yeah, I was ready to cut him game 4 of the preseason.
I did not think he was going to make it. I have no shame in saying that. And you know what? There's 95% of people out there that looking at the game and not the fascination of Bol Bol,
Right.
would have said the same thing. And sure, you can sit here and come into the chat, where we at 37 games in the season and be like, I told you. Well, he didn't play the first 30. What do you want? You know what I mean? Like, okay, so it's not just us that weren't believers in him. But again, to Flex's point, they've been working with him behind the scenes. And I truly believe the KD effect is real with Bol Bol. He is a mentor and an idol for him. He always has been. He said as much. It is a delight to be able to work with somebody that you have admired that much in your lifetime. I mean, think about
like me. I admire this guy. Man. My whole life, I grew up.
Think about real talk. Real talk. I had to cut you off.
Go ahead,
real talk. Think about somebody that you've always man. If I had the opportunity to work with this person, I don't even know what I would do with myself. For me, if I had the opportunity to work in the same organization as Michael Jordan or something like that, not making decisions, of course, but from the basketball perspective, right. He's my guy. So to be in that position, that means a lot, and it motivates you to make sure that you don't screw this opportunity
100%,
up.
100%. I mean, I grew up. I love coaches. I've always been fascinated with Pop, and I've always been fascinated with a guy that got rewarded yesterday. I love Eric Spoelstra. So I say little stupid things like, if God gave me 5 minutes with certain people, those are two guys I would love to be with. And then my third guy was Saul Bookman, man. I just want. I'm telling you,
Dude, you're not getting a pay raise, okay?
Damn.
Come on, I'm working on it, bro.
Oh man.
But no, for real though. Shout out to Bol Bol. Glad to see he's taking full advantage of the opportunity. And I think one of the other fun things about Bol Bol too is he is having a blast.
Yeah.
You can tell the look on his face. He's always happy to be out there.
Yeah.
And his teammates are also, you can tell the look on their face and the body language when Bol Bol does do something that's really cool or really great for the team. They always make sure to let him know. And it's an infectious kind of energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're right. I want to say something too about Grayson Allen and Nurkic, because we're not going to probably touch on them much, but plus minus is a weird thing. We always bang on that, but I think Grayson was plus 32 and Nurk was plus 29. And so sometimes those numbers make a little bit of sense, and it just shows that when they were out there, although they weren't putting up these big numbers, the team was performing well while they were on the court. So shout out to those two guys on a night where you get 90 from the big three. Those numbers kind of look good.
And Nurk also won our social media MVP of the night award again.
Always.
Because he tweeted this out after the game. It's a gif of Charles Barkley's guarantee. Because Barkley was expecting a blowout tonight, and he also brought up that dumb shit about Bradley Beal needing to come off the bench. So an elite tweet from Yusuf Nurkic again after
Nurk
the game.
is a savage.
He is.
He's a savage on social media.
He's the type of guy that keeps receipts.
But also, how did he know?
I know.
How are you warming up for the game?
I guarantee you somebody tweeted at him.
He's very
he
online.
Saw it on Twitter.
That's crazy.
He doesn't follow me, but he's retweeted me a couple of times. So he's one of those guys that sees what's on Twitter.
I know, right? Subtle flex, right? Right?
No, but he'll
Nurk retweets me.
Well, he's done it with Kellen and Dwayne too. But he sees what's online and what people are saying about the team.
I mean, you can see it because of how many people he's blocked too.
Yes, also that.
He's Nurk hilarious. Absolutely love it.
Do y'all think these sweatpants are tight? No. I got a question. Do y'all look at these sweatpants and think
I'm not answering that question, bro.
No.
Do you
I'm
mean
serious.
literally tight?
Or no? They look loose and comfy, right?
Yeah.
My ankles are showing. Right?
What are you talking about, Flex?
Oh, y'all don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, no. My man Book put out a tweet yesterday. I'm not feeling it. He was
Oh.
like, he's like, stop wearing them tight ass pants showing your ankles. I'm like, this ain't tight.
I feel like he was I felt seen because I'm doing the same thing.
Okay, all right. So I'm just saying, I know.
Are we talking about sweatpants? Because
any pants?
I feel like tight ass pants showing your ankles is more like slacks.
Yeah.
Because those were super popular a couple years ago for guys, where you would wear loafers without socks, tight slacks that were a little bit of high water. I know, and he's saying stop wearing them. They're out of style. I don't think he's talking about sweatpants at all.
Or like jeans.
I think
maybe?
he's talking about ashy ankles.
I think,
Damn.
Maybe put some lotion on your shit.
yeah.
I mean, I guess,
I'm
but
just-
if I had to take a guess, I would think he was talking about those.
No, I'm not. Maybe he was talking about
Yeah, he
KD.
might have been
Oh shit.
Kevin, do that's what I'm saying.
I mean, he might
you
have been
know?
talking about KD. I mean, let's be
Yeah.
real.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, so maybe it was Kevin, but
Book
just
just
letting it
throwing
be known.
shade at everyone he
Just-
loves
he
and cares
just-
about.
yeah.
That's it.
Book-
Well, he's like EJ. If he
Okay,
doesn't
yeah.
make fun of you, he doesn't like you.
He
That's
doesn't
fair.
love you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's facts.
You guys are so weird.
I love you, Book.
So weird.
Yeah.
Listen, if you want to wear tight pants or you want to wear loose pants, it doesn't matter as long as you wear them to Gila River Resorts and Casinos, because either which way, you're going to have a great time. They've got an unprecedented level of entertainment and excitement that you won't find anywhere else in the desert. Their state-of-the-art gaming floor has it all with over 800 slot machines, 15 blackjack tables, and live table games, and not to mention Arizona's largest casino sportsbook. You do you at Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Visit playatgila.com for more details.
Achieve legendary status. Wear pants.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's good advice, no?
I wasn't
love it,
expecting
Lynn.
that.
I love
Why?
it.
Oh, man.
I love it, Lance. I love it.
Also, you can check out our friends over at OG's. They have launched 2 new products made with live rosin on rosin. Is that how you pronounce it?
Rosin?
RSO, rosin.
No, RSO. No. It's an oil.
Right, but how do you pronounce it?
It-
Rosin.
What is
Rosin?
Rosin.
Rosin. Okay, well, that's what they're made with, and RSO. Okay, so they have the OG's naturals and the OG's and the big OG's. So the naturals are a vegan gummy made with live rosin, and it's available in a sweet clementine flavor. And the big OG's gummy is a mega version
Oh my god.
of Peg's raspberry orange RSO. And this one it's like 10 slices, right? So you're supposed to eat them in slices, just throwing that out there, each of which has 10 milligrams of THC for a total of 100 milligrams of THC.
Have you heard about Derek Montiel?
I have, yes.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I heard.
Well, you take like 75.
I heard
I'm like, bro,
100.
how are you
I
doing
heard
that?
100.
I take 10 and I'm on another planet.
My dog just might have took 5 and almost died the other day. Guys,
It was an accident.
it was an accident. But be careful around. Don't drop no weed around your dogs, man.
Yeah, definitely
Homeboy,
don't
my
do
boy
that.
Raja was on. Yeah, but Derek, man, 100 milligram. Man, listen, I'll
that's
be
a
on the
lot.
floor right now.
Mhm.
I'll be on the floor.
I just dabble responsibly. That's all we're saying. But to learn more about OG's gummies and where you can find them, head on over to ogsbrands.com. Also, shout out to everyone in the chat who loves my transitions. I appreciate you guys. You're the best. Unlike these 3. All right, let's do some super chats right now. What do we have?
Let's
Okay.
go.
Crowd. We got
Let's
like
go.
8,000
Go to
super
Tech
chats.
Reviews, then thank you for all 8,000 of them. Go to Tech Reviews sent us one. They said, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you.
Bradley motherfucking Beal!
Also, Book had that look in his eyes. Bol Bol is legit. EG was in too long.
Yeah, we were riding
Positive,
high.
bad.
But you're not wrong.
Oh,
no.
man.
He's not
You're
wrong.
not wrong, though.
He nailed
Travis
that one.
L with a super chat, $2. Big 3 earned that Call of Duty time tonight.
Hell yeah, they did.
Oh,
Gee.
they did.
Hell yeah.
Yes, they did. 100%. Psycho Blue, thank you for your super chat. They said, Basketball Cthulhu thinks if the Suns improve defensive rebounding, all shall be well. Sony cast Judas Shuttlesworth as Spider-Gwenverse Peter Parker.
Oh, man.
So they want Grayson Allen to be the Spider-Man for that one.
I love Psycho Blue, but sometimes my eyes cross when I read his.
I always, if I can't read Psycho Blue super chats ahead of time, I always screw them up. 100% of the time.
Oh, man.
Cesar sent us one. They said, put Emma Stone in the damn rotation.
I ain't mad at you.
You know, we could probably find some ways to make her
I mean,
super valuable
could've-
for this
She could have
squad.
played for
How
Eric
quick would this
tonight.
fan base turn if she actually got on the court?
Can she
Honestly,
make a corner 3?
Hell, you're just throwing the ball all over the place like you don't even know what you're doing.
we get super chats. Be
would.
like, Emma Stone
They
was in the game
would.
too long.
They would drag her so
They
fast.
would, bro.
Oh,
they
no.
turn so quick.
Oh, man.
They
Let's
like,
not do
they're
that.
not about that life.
Let's not do that. All right, Jacob sent us one. Thank you, Jacob. They said Frank had Big Three and Allen on the same side of the court all night, which allowed them to play one-on-one, even with a bad shooting night from Allen. Finally, Frank.
Yeah.
I liked the spacing tonight. I like the way they
saw.
attack mismatches. I think they still need to work on some things to get a little more ball movement because it does get stagnant at times. But if they're attacking mismatches, sometimes that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'll text Z. I'll text $5. My St. Louis native was cooking tonight.
Ooh.
Love to see it. One of my bosses is a Lakers fan, so I talked some shit to him tonight. Very happy with the W. I mean, hey. And Altex actually lives in St. Louis, so you can find him in St. Louis.
In the Lou. The Lou is fun. I've been to St. Louis. A lot of fun.
We missed one before Altex. We got to go back and find that one afterwards. Well, we just read these ones, but we got to go back and find that because we skipped that one. D Nice sent us one. Thank you, D Nice. They said Shaq was spot on. Agreed that they still need better ball movement and too much dribbling one-on-one. Good win, but more potent with better passing.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's gonna
they're
be a
gonna
work
get
in
better.
progress.
Yeah, they got to get better.
Absolutely. Eddie sent us one. Thank you, Eddie. They said it was nice to see Dad, KD, spend time with his son, Braun, today. Hashtag Go Suns.
Oh, damn. That's a little disrespectful there.
It's a little disrespectful.
A smidge, but I'm not mad at it.
I mean,
What is that?
technically, Braun is older than KD, so
Which makes it even more,
yeah,
throwing even more shade.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, it's coming. I see something coming. You said
Nope,
shade,
I'm
man.
not saying
Okay.
that's. I'm literally that's
Okay,
it.
just
No more
shade.
transitions for you.
Her sheet is blank.
Oh,
We're all done. Joshua sent us one. Thank you, Joshua. They said, this is why these trades were made. Offense overall. Whole team playing behind the big three.
Solid
Yeah.
night overall.
Mm-hmm.
Base God Flashy, right? That's the next one.
Mhm.
Yeah. Base God Flashy, $10 super chat. Thank you. By far the best and most fun game to watch all season. Booker out of the shooting slump. Beal cooked. KD efficient. Even Bol Bol looked good. This is the team I expected to see when looking at it on paper. I think that's what
That's
we all
fair.
expected to see,
yeah,
right?
that's fair.
Mhm.
It is encouraging to see how they bounce back from the Clippers game. I will say that. It is encouraging to see what it could look like. And it's not even like, again, I can't even imagine a game when I know we're going to get a game where all three drop 30.
Yeah.
It's
And
going to be so fun.
And I hope it's against the dirty ass Nuggets.
Or the Mavs. I would
No,
take it against the Mavs,
I want
too.
Nuggies.
I mean,
Nuggets.
yeah,
You
for the
sound like
sake-
Andy Reid.
I mean,
For the sake of us being able to
Give me
talk the
those
most crap, it would be the
Has to be the
Nuggets
Nuggets.
for sure.
I tell you what I am mad about. I wish Bradley would have got 40.
Yeah.
I'm
It
going to
would've
tell
been
you
nice.
why. Because I said something before the season started. I said all three of them will have 40 this year. And so I thought, not that I don't think Brad can get 40 again, but this would have been a nice opportunity to get that out the way.
It would have.
Yeah.
James sent us one. Thank you, James. They sent us $20 and said, nice win, finally on TNT. So 3 things. 1, still need more ball movement, ? I was more impressed with the defense and third quarter. And then Flex, any insight on the team meeting yesterday? Y'all are great. Go Suns. Thanks, James.
Yeah,
Thank you.
actually, I could give you. I mean, Espo texted me this morning about the vibe of the team, and I heard about the meeting yesterday, and it was very, from my understanding, it was just a good meeting. It was like, hey man, like we're okay. Like don't let the outside noise in. Stay positive, and they believe in themselves. So I got nothing but good vibes about what I heard about that meeting yesterday. So a lot like what we've been saying, they just feel like they need more time together, and they're starting to get it. And so good vibes all around.
Good. Glad to hear it. Still need more ball movement?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
And I think, again, that's part of the work in progress. That's part of learning what to do when your first action doesn't go according to plan and the defense stops it. And that's where a lot of the stagnation comes into play. When they run that first action, they don't get what they want. Then it looks like, okay, now what? Shit, I haven't played in this spot with this guy before. That's going to come with time, with reps. And I think tonight was a positive first step in the right direction.
127 points. You had little output from Nurk because he was trying to draw too many fouls instead of focus on just finishing plays.
Mhm.
You had Grayson Allen and EG shoot, 2 for 15 or something like that from 3.
Yeah.
You had some other, the other pieces of the puzzle that the big three have got to figure out how to use and utilize to the best of their abilities. So it wasn't even a clean game, but it was one of their better games of the season. That should tell you how much room they still have to grow.
Yeah.
So, it's encouraging. It's all encouraging.
Great point.
Rashad sent us a super chat as well. Thank you. They said, is Eric Gordon the best shooter on the planet or Josh Smith in disguise?
Damn, Josh.
Damn.
That's
Josh
a throwback.
Smith catching strays.
That
That's a
is
throwback.
bad one, yeah.
My goodness.
EG's going to be all right.
You might as well have called him Iman Shumpert.
Damn. Okay.
I'm not an Iman Shumpert fan.
No? Okay.
Wasn't he on Dancing with the Stars too?
Oh, he was
him? That
fantastic.
He was
right?
great
Dancing
on
with the
that.
Stars.
Well, he
Yeah,
can
that
dance
was-
his ass off.
I don't know why.
He could. I saw him.
He was
he's
great.
He's just
was
one of those
fantastic.
basketball players that
That you
I
just don't
watch
like?
and I'm just like, why do I not like this guy? I just don't.
I don't.
Okay.
I get
If I ever
that.
met him, I'd be like, dude, I'm sorry, I don't like your game.
But you
But
can dance your
you're
ass off.
pretty cool.
You'd be like, thanks. I didn't ask you that.
Yeah, that's true.
Thunderstan sent us one and said, "Did y'all catch Emma Stone rizzing up Grayson? What?
I mean,
Did not catch
She
she's
said bye to the bench.
Yeah, she's a married woman, first
And
of all.
And so
Grayson
is
is
Grayson.
too,
Is
right?
also
Yeah.
a married
Also
man.
Grayson Allen.
Don't start no
married man.
trouble here, man.
I mean, they are in
Well,
Hollywood. No, I'm
so-
just kidding. I'm kidding.
I saw that her say goodbye.
Yes.
Yeah,
like
she was
kind of,
like,
it was
bye.
like, hey, bye.
Yeah.
But I did not see any rizzing up of Grayson Allen.
Okay.
She did meet Devin Booker from that Suns game when she was here.
Yeah.
So
The one where
she-
Gerald got a picture with her.
Yeah.
Yes,
She met-
I got a picture right before Devin Booker. I'm glad I got it
Yeah.
in there because he was about to start talking, and I would have been.
Was
Lost.
Emma
You should've
risen
just
up on
interrupted
Gerald
him.
Bourget?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, man.
I'm gonna interrupt Devin Booker and Emma
Yes,
Stone.
100%. It's Emma Stone. Interrupt him.
We're all lucky that Gerald proposed to Amy before he met Emma Stone.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
That's
right
a fact. I mean,
Come
was she risen up on my man G? In that
No,
picture?
no. She was just saying bye to the bench.
She's literally
No, I'm
just
talking
waved.
about the picture with G, man.
Oh,
Gerald.
No.
no. Her
No.
husband was like right there too. I met
Oh,
him,
okay.
too.
That's context. Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Um, Makai sent us one. Thank you. They said, still think a true point guard would unlock all of them, like Lakers with Rondo. Off the catch, big three are scary, never seen. Title team without a solid point guard.
There's been plenty of title teams without a solid point guard.
Yeah.
Plenty of them.
Mhm.
Yeah. Whole bunch.
I think
I saw a lot.
It can help for sure. Like we're seeing it with Harden and the Clippers now, but I still think they have enough playmaking scoring with those three. And honestly, again, we keep coming back to this. Everyone criticizing Point Book or saying they need a point guard. Who though?
Yeah.
Like who are
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
gonna get? Because
Yeah.
you don't have you have second round picks in Nasir Little's contract.
So unless you want to trade one of the big three to get some type of big time point guard, it ain't going to happen.
Right.
And I know people are going to talk about like a TJ McConnell type.
Mhm.
That might be available if somebody else is just, you know what, we'll take anything at this
Right.
point. We don't really care. Then maybe you could trade a Nas Little and something else to make the salaries match. But it's just going to be highly unlikely that happens.
And there may be some guards in the buyout market. We don't know how that's going to shake out, but
Mhm.
I don't think they need to break the bank or try to do anything like that. By the way, do you think Chauncey Billups was the true point guard?
Yeah.
You think?
I mean,
yeah?
not.
He
I mean,
felt
not
like more of a
true.
combo scoring
He
guard.
was a combo,
So-
but I mean, he played point predominantly in his whole career.
He
Yeah.
did. When I think about teams like that didn't have a true point guard,
I think
always,
Miami Heat.
Mhm.
Oh,
I mean,
of course,
I mean,
yeah, that's the most.
I mean,
recent,
Mario
yeah.
Chalmers was the point, but I don't think he was like an elite
Yeah,
point
he
guard.
wasn't
But
no
he definitely wasn't the table setter
He
for
wasn't
that
a
team.
top 20 point guard.
No, yeah, it was all LeBron. LeBron was the one that set the table for everybody. So like
Who was the point guard in the Lakers bubble championship?
Rondo, that's
Oh,
what he
it's
just
Rondo.
said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris, thank you. They sent us one and said, who would you cut to bring in Busy? Lee Eubanks?
It's too early for that.
It's getting tougher to say because I felt like before the last week or so I would have had a specific name in mind, and now he's playing really well. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm torn on that.
I can probably talk a little bit over what we talked about pregame. Listen, I do think that there's interest between Busy and the Suns.
Mhm.
I also think that it's possible that Busy's going to take his time
Mm-hmm.
and kind of stay in shape and chill a little bit and let some things play out, because there's an opportunity that the Suns could make a trade for a wing. And if they make a trade for a wing, it could be 2 for 1, it could be 3 for 1, something like that, and then you got a roster spot. So you may not have to cut someone. You may just be able to bring a guy like Busy in. But Yeah, that's still a ways away, but
Got about a month left.
yeah. Let Busy chill. He gonna take a little vacation, get in shape. That dude's always in shape,
Always.
so I don't think you gonna have a problem with Busy. So yeah, just stay tuned on that.
It also didn't really seem like this offseason Busy was in any hurry either.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
So I feel like if there was one guy who could handle just sitting back and waiting until the time was right while staying in shape, it's him.
Hell,
100%.
We saw when he joined the Suns, it was halfway through the season, and it wasn't because that was when they had interest.
That's
They had
right.
interest for months
Mhm.
leading up to that. He just had to get his mind right.
Right.
And when he came in, all of the coaches and players were like, that dude is in incredible shape for not having played in like a
I love
year.
Biz.
Yeah.
I
It was
love Biz.
amazing.
100%. Leo sent us one. Thank you, Leo. Said, these past 24 hours have been great. Got an amazing Suns tattoo and a huge win over the Lakers. Let's go.
We are 1-0 in the Leo is tattooed era.
Yes,
We
we
are.
are.
And it
Leo
was-
tagged us
and it
on
was-
Twitter in it yesterday,
it's
too.
beautiful.
I
Yeah.
liked it a lot.
Mhm.
It was
Liked
an
it a
El Valle one with like the sunburst and then a lowrider. It looks really good.
Hey Leo, I'm gonna hold you to it. We get that chip, you better go get that trophy on the other one. You told me you will.
100%. All right. And then Trevor sent us one. Thank you, Trevor. They said, Le GM looking on who to trade now.
It's going to be a coach first. Other than that, I don't know.
Yikes. I don't know. man.
DeJounte Murray is one of those names.
He is, yeah.
Listen, I know we've talked about this a bunch of times, but we had some people in the chat say thoughts on the whole John Wall thing and him being there and whatnot. Keep him away from James Jones. Just in case everyone forgot, how y'all feeling about John Wall?
No,
We've talked about this so many times, I feel like, but I'll say it again. I don't think John Wall is the solution here. Like he wasn't good the last year or two that he was in the league. He's not going to be any better now. I know that we want a backup point guard or something like a floor general. I get it, but I don't think calling John Wall out of kind of his forced
And,
retirement. is the
he's
key.
never been a floor general.
Yeah. What about John Wall's game since his Achilles?
Mhm.
Do you like?
The low shooting numbers, the
Right.
diminishing speed and athleticism.
There's not one thing you can point
Nothing.
to and say, "Oh yeah, we need that." There's
Mhm.
nothing. So we need to stop bringing up these. I mean, it's really rough to say this, but they are has-beens.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They are like they're done. They're over.
Yeah. There's a reason why he's not with a team.
Yeah.
There's a reason why DeMarcus Cousins is out in where's he at? Taiwan?
Probably.
Yeah. Like these guys, they've had their time and it's time to move on. So I wish him the best, but I got no interest in John Wall.
Well, there you go. And then our final super chat that we found came from Eddie. Eddie sent us one and they said, guess what? Bol Bol is a rotation player. Told you, with the sunglass cool face emoji.
You right now. He
Right
is.
now.
You are.
So I give you
I'm gonna
give you
say what I
credit.
said when he wasn't playing, and now I'm gonna say what I'm saying when he is playing. The roller coaster comes with highs and it comes with lows. You're never gonna get all one thing.
Yeah.
But right now we're riding high and we're having
Right
a great
now
time
we are
with it.
riding the high,
Yes.
and we believe.
Yes. 100%. I've also said 100% like 80 times on this
yeah,
show.
you have
100%.
Yeah, you have.
So
100%.
maybe we should say goodbye before I say it for the umpteenth time tonight. Thank you all for hanging out with us. Shout out to the Suns for getting us a win tonight and allowing us to get some sexy sacks at the top of the show. We will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. with a show for you, so plan to come hang out with us then. And until we see you next time, be sure to give the show a follow on social at PHNX_Suns. Also, if you have not checked out the events tab over at gophnx.com recently, you should absolutely do that because we have a lot of cool things coming up and in store for you for this month. We have our putting party taking place on January 24th when we take on the Mavs. Come hang out with us. Your ticket includes putting, of course, and then wine and beer.
Unlimited. wine and beer.
Unlimited, which
Drink
could
as
get a
much as
little
you want.
wild, a little crazy.
We'll clean up after you.
Get
It'll be
open.
fun
Get
though.
open.
And by we, Saul means him.
No,
Saul will clean up
that's
after
definitely
you.
not in my contract.
Can I get
Eric will be cleaning up after you guys.
Can I give a quick shout out?
Yeah.
My mom, I love you, Mom. She came to visit
Hi,
me.
Mom.
I just got a text. She's watching us.
Oh, nice.
Love you, Mom, dudes. my niece Isha,
Mhm.
Justine, Judy, love y'all. Thanks for staying up late watching.
Yeah.
I'll see y'all soon.
And of course, if you're here on YouTube watching, hit that thumbs up. And if you're listening wherever you get your podcast, rate, review, and subscribe. Okay, you can also follow me on social at Lindsay Smith AZ. You can follow Saul at Saul_Bookman. You can follow Flex at Flex from Jersey. And of course, you can follow Gerald at Gerald Bourget. Gerald, take us home.
The Suns were in zombie land and they needed the help. But then Emma Stone came, and with her crazy, stupid love, the Suns are back. They're back, baby. Ahoy, hoy.
Go.
We all silly like the mayor.